Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good morning, guys. Let everyone join in, then we'll start the class.
प्रत्युषा का नंबर है, प्रत्युषा का नहीं, नाइन के रूप में नहीं हो।
ना चेक करूँ है।
शुभम को फॉरवर्ड कर दो तुम, या मुझे दे दो ना।
देखिए मुझे फोन करता हूँ। हेलो। Hello, I think everybody has joined.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let's continue from where we have left yesterday. यशमित कहाँ तक किया था कल हमने?
मैम कल एक सेकंड बता।
शौर्य त्याग गया
मैम
और
जो
ज्यादा स्केरी।
मैम ज्योतिबा फूले तक हो गया था। महात्मा गांधी से पढ़ना, महात्मा गांधी।
Fine. Very less children are there today. Let people join. चलो शौर्य त्यागी. Read from महात्मा गांधी.
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम।
गुड आफ्टरनून बेटा. और स्केरी डीपी नहीं बनी थी शौर्य?
मैम
हाँ।
मैम और कोई मिली नहीं।
सही बात है। चलो स्टार्ट रीडिंग फ्रॉम महात्मा गांधी।
Okay. Mahatma Gandhi. When Gandhiji assumed India's leadership, the average lifespan of an Indian woman was only 27 years. Babies and the pregnant women ran a high risk of dying young. Child marriage was very common and widows were in very large number. Only 2% of the women had any kind of education, and women did not have an identity of their own. In North India, they practiced the Purda wheel system.
द पर्दा।
Women could Parda system. Women could not go out of the house unless accompanied by men and the face covered with cloth. Gandhiji claimed that a woman is completely equal to a man. Thousands and millions of the women educated and illiterate, housewives and widows, students and elderly participated in India's freedom movement because of his influence. For Gandhiji, the freedom fight was not political alone. It was also an economic and social reform of a national proportion. Women and progress. Gandhiji always advocated a complete reform, which he called Sarodaya, meaning comprehensive progress. He believed that the difference between man and woman was only physical and expressed several times in his writings that in many matters, especially those of tolerance, patience, and sacrifice,
Okay,
the
stop for a
Indian woman
while.
is superior.
Stop for a while. So till now, what we have read about Gandhi's life, we can get to know that major thing he wanted to work for is to establish equality between both males and females. Right? Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, so what he's wanted to say that when the time he has joined, like he started working in India and he started noticing things in India, he get to realize that in India the women are facing huge discrimination, right? And he urged people to end this as soon as it can. When it came on talking about the differences between men and women, then he insisted that the only difference you could see between men and women is the physical, is in their physicality. Otherwise, they are the same and they should be given equal opportunities, right? Since it's not, we have not gone there yet, but since we have read about this in the previous chapters too, that he is also worked a larger deal for the upliftment of untouchables, right? For providing education to all, for the upliftment of the Harijans whom he used to call, right? He gave them shelter in his own house, in his own ashram, right? Worked like them and wanted to establish equality of all kinds, whether it's caste equality, whether it's religious equality, or whether it's gender equality. ठीक है? Read ahead.
Okay. Uh, the Indian woman is superior to the male. He wrote about women in Young India and Harijan. Gandhiji declared that there is no school better than the home, and there is no teacher better than mother. He said man and woman are equal, but not identical. Intellectually, mentally, and spiritually. Woman is
Intellectually,
equal.
mentally, and spiritually.
Spiritually, woman is equivalent to a male, and she can participate in every activity. He wanted women to outgrow the traditional responsibilities and participate in the affairs of the nation. He
Excuse me, wait
criticized
a minute.
India's
Wait a minute. Can any one of you tell me about what kind of traditional responsibilities is Gandhi talking about? Which traditional responsibilities he wanted women to come out from?
And the
MP.
responsibilities of child, responsibilities of handling the house and making food.
Exactly. Usually because this is the kind of work people assume, right? That this is what a female is born to do, to take care of the house, to take care of the children, to take care of the husband, right? To cook food in the home. He wanted to tell people that we need to break the barriers. We need to break the barriers of these stereotypes, these prejudices, and we need to ensure that the women also take active part in the nation's affair, whether it's about the freedom movement or any other thing. Read ahead.
Okay. He criticized India's passion for male child. He said that as long as we don't consider a girl as natural as a voice of a nation, will be a dark eclipse.
We all know
We are
that feticide and infanticide have become very common practices in India at back like back then, है ना? And you know that people have also killed their females, right? मतलब अपने बच्चों को मार देना या उनके पैदा होने के बाद गम मनाना. It was a very common sight in Indian society. So that's what he has tried to tell people, that we need to stop doing these things. We need to start thinking of girl as a natural child, right? She's not a burden. She's not somebody you need to cry about it. You've got a baby girl. You need to accept her as you accept your baby boy, right? Only then we'll be able to end the discrimination which is there in the society, right? Till the time we'll not start from here, we won't be able to end discrimination anywhere. सबसे पहले तो हम बर्थ बर्थ पे ही या बर्थ होने से पहले से ही डिस्क्रिमिनेशन शुरू कर देंगे, अरे तो लड़की है हमें तो लड़का चाहिए था, तो लड़की है तो ऐसा हो गया वैसा हो गया. सो दैट्स व्हाट गांधी इज ट्राइंग टू से, दैट बोथ men and women are the same, they have the same abilities, they can do the same work, right? So they should be treated equally. Read.
Okay. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was an Indian jurist, scholar, Bahujan political leader, and a Buddhist revivalist. He was the chief architect of the Indian Constitution.
Architect नहीं होता.
Architect. Okay. Architect of the Indian Constitution, born into a poor, untouchable community. Ambedkar spent his life fighting against the system of untouchability and the Indian caste system. He is also credited for having sparked the Dalit Buddhist movement fight against untouchability. In 1990, Ambedkar argued for creating separate electorates and reservations for the Dalits.
So before
And
he even
other
begin with, before he's getting onto it, I hope you people can tell me, you बताओ भाई, what Ambedkar has been fighting for, the main cause.
Equality between the castes.
Exactly.
Also,
Yes, he has worked for the untouchables specifically, right? He wanted to end this thing, the evil of untouchability, because he himself has suffered from the same thing. So that is why he had a very no, he has a very ardent demand that he wanted to have a separate electorate for the untouchables. But Gandhi was never in favor of it. Gandhi believed that if we'll give them a separate electorate, it would lead to a division of India, right? तो फिर इसी बात पे अभी आप पढ़ोगे आगे जाके, एक पूना पैक्ट साइन हुआ था इन लोगों के बीच में. ही वॉज वेरी आर्डेंट, ही वांटेड टू हैव अ सेपरेट इलेक्टोरेट, बट गांधी वाज लाइक, I will fast to death and I won't let this happen. I don't want to divide India into different parts. He said we can give you any other special privileges, but we don't want to give you a separate electorate because that would lead to a division of India. Separate electorate का मतलब बता सकता है कोई क्या होता है? Can anyone of you tell me? What do we mean by separate electorate?
Ma'am, they are like two different governments, two separate governments.
Anyone else?
It means that the Dalits will have a separate voting ballot and voting place where they will vote their own representatives.
Exactly. The Dalits will be elected and only the Dalits will vote, right? Their own particular community will do the things. है ना? तो इसके लिए
it is
उन्होंने and what?
religions, races, and all. It is basically
So yeah, तो this was like, he was like, अगर ऐसा होगा तब तो फिर डिवीजन ही हो जाएगा ना सोसाइटी का. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Read further.
Okay. In 1920, he began the publication of the weekly Mukh Nayak, the leader of the silent, in Bombay. Attaining popularity, Ambedkar used his journal to criticize orthodox Hindu politicians and the perceived reluctance of the Indian political community to fight against caste discrimination. His speech at a depressed classes conference in Kolhapur impressed the local state ruler Shahu Fort, who shocked Orthodox society by dining with Ambedkar. He organized the Bahishkrit Hitakarni Sabha promote education and socio-economic uplifting of the depressed classes. In 1927, Dr. Ambedkar decided to launch active movements against untouchability. He began with public movements and marches to open up and share public drinking water resource. Also, he began a struggle for the right to enter Hindu temples. He organized the Dalits into a depressed classes association. He believed that only the political empowerment would resolve the problem of their social
देखो he is
disability.
right. It's the same. The women also felt. Women also demanded. No, उन्होंने भी एक ऐसी movement start की जिसे हम feminist movement कहते हैं. They also demanded. They also wanted political rights. और वैसे हमें political rights मिलेंगे तभी जाके हम अपनी बात आगे रख पाएंगे. And that's what he also believed, that if Dalits want to grow, if they want to break the shackles of the untouchability or the discrimination they have been facing from time immemorial, they really need to get active participation in the politics. And he was like, till the time the politics is being somehow overpowered by the upper class Hindus, we will never be able to get a chance there. That's why he demanded separate electorates and this and that. पढ़ो बेटा.
Women writer and reformers. Pandita Ramabai was an eminent Indian social reformer
Somebody
and
else
activist.
wants to read?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, you read only, sure.
Okay, ma'am. She was a poet, a scholar and a champion of improvement in the plight of Indian women. As
Right,
a social reformer, she
जब भी हम social reform, female social reformers की बात करते हैं, so her name comes the first. मतलब she is the woman who had devoted her life for the upliftment of other females and established the first school for women education. बढ़ो आगे.
Okay. As a social reformer, she championed the cause of emancipation of Indian women. She wrote many books, including her widely popular work titled "The High Caste Hindu Woman" and Stree Purush Tulna.
Tulna.
Tulna. Her book showed the darkest of subject matter relating to the life of the Hindu woman, including child brides and the treatment they receive by the society. In addition to her writing, she founded the Arya Mahila Sabha in 1881, the very first Indian feminist organization. Tarabhai Shinde was a feminist activist who protested patriarchy and caste in 19th
What is
century India.
patriarchy? Can anyone of you tell me? What do you mean by patriarchy? Oh God, class 8th. What do you mean by patriarchy?
Our social system in which the
Ma'am,
father
a
is the head
social
of the
system in which the father is the
family.
head of the family.
Well done, Riddhi. A social system where the father is considered, the male member is considered as the head of the family. Just such society is known as patriarchal society. ठीक है, पढ़ो आगे.
She is known for her published work Stree Purush Tulna, a comparison between women and men, originally published in Marathi in 1882. The Famlet is a critique of upper caste patriarchy and is often considered the first modern Indian feminist text. It was very controversial for its time in challenging the Hindu religious scriptures themselves as a source of women's oppression, a view that continues to be controversial and debated today. Shinde was an associated.
Was not surely associated. क्या हो गया शौर्य? सब ठीक है?
Shinde was an associate of social activist Jyotiba and Savitribai Phule, and was a member of their Satya Shodha Samaj, Truth Finding Community organization. The Phules had started the first school for untouchable caste girls in 1848, as well as a shelter for upper caste widows.
How many, like, the discrimination in the society has been in many layers, right? भाई एक बार अगर हमने females के लिए कर दिया तो अब भाई वहां पे female को education तो दे रहे हैं but untouchable females को नहीं दे रहे हैं, तो उनके लिए आपको अलग काम करना पड़ रहा है ना? So getting where we have come today was not an easy task at all. Had it not been for these social reformers, maybe we would still have been in the shackles of such social evils and might not have been able to come where we have come today. बढ़िया गया.
And shared with Shinde as an awareness of the separate access of operation that constitute gender and caste as well as the intermeshed nature of the two. Rokeya Sakhawat Hossain was a कैसे नाम Rokeya Sakhawat Hossain
कैसा
was a
नाम है? It's
prolific
Rokia Shekhawat Hussain.
writer and a social worker in undivided Bengal. In the early 20th century,
What does it mean,
she is
undivided Bengal?
Ma'am, the
and
Bengal
that
was
time
divided into Bangladesh and West Bengal. So
Exactly.
the
And then,
undivided Bengal had the part of Bangladesh as well as the West Bengal.
exactly, right? It was a huge kingdom. It was one of the most richest kingdom at the time when Britishers came to India, right? And it was not divided into two parts. It has been divided into these two parts also by Britishers into East and West Bengal. पढ़ो आगे.
she is most famous for her efforts on behalf of gender equality and her other social issues. She established she established the first school aimed primarily at Muslim girls, which still exists today. Begum Rokeya was an inspiring figure who contributed much to the struggle to liberate women for the bondage of social malaise. To raise popular consciousness, especially among women. She wrote a number of articles, stories, and novels, mostly in Bengali. Begum Rokeya used humor, irony, and satire to focus attention on the injustice faced by the Bengali-speaking Muslim women. She criticized oppressive social custom forced upon women, what were based upon a corrupt version of Islam, asserting that women fulfilling their potential as a human being could best display the glory of Allah. Begum Rokeya Hossain wrote courageously against restriction of women in order to promote their emancipation, which she believed would come about by breaking the gender division of labor. Oh yeah.
ठीक है. So देखो अभी I think we have talked about almost all the social and social reformers this time. And you know that there were so many issues which were prevalent at that point of time, and for which the social reformers have literally went far and beyond to fight over these and end these things. But now my question comes at you. Do you feel that these problems have completely eradicated with time, or are they still existing? Are they still there?
And they are still exist.
They are still there.
They are still there. Which kind of problems can we still find? Do we have Sati Pratha here? Which kind of social evils do you feel are still existing in the society? Please be vocal about it. Tell me. Raise your hand.
Caste, racism.
Race. Racism is there. Please keep your cameras on, everyone. Now we are having discussion. Please keep your cameras on, please, for a while. Thank you, Shubhi. रश्मित ये ना बैकग्राउंड हटा दो बिल्कुल अपने उस कवर से. पिटाई हो जाएगी बहुत जोर से. ये तो तुम्हें क्या लगता है मैं बेवकूफ बन जाऊंगी? है ऐसा हो तो पाएगा नहीं. शौर्य त्यागी, ये बहुत आपने आशीर्वाद दे दिया. अब आप अपनी शक्ल दिखा दीजिए प्लीज. जी चलिए. नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट व्हाट आर द सोशल इविल्स व्हिच आर स्टिल प्रेवलेंट इन इंडिया. जैसे अभी बताया उसने, रेसिज्म तो कुछ ही अनपढ़ लोग हैं जो करते हैं. हम राइट शौर्य, जो अपने दोस्तों का मतलब
I
बनाते हैं,
don't do
कुछ ही
racism.
ऐसे लोग हैं वो. अदरवाइज अब ये नहीं होता है ना.
वो
बहुत
दोस्त आज आए नहीं है.
वो दोस्त आज आए नहीं है, बट वो
मुझे तो अभी भी दिख रहा है वो दोस्त.
मुझे भी दिख रहा है जो करता है ऐसा. खैर, racism is one thing which we do not find happening again. Can you tell me which are the other social evils which are still prevalent in India?
Child marriages in some areas of
कहाँ हो रही चाइल्ड मैरिज रास्या?
राजस्थान.
अब नहीं हो रही, अभी भी हो रही है. अब तो बहुत it's मतलब to a larger extent even child marriages have been eradicated. I think so.
Ma'am, it
मतलब
is still
चाइल्ड
a
आप
significant
चाइल्ड
social
मैरिज का
issue.
मतलब समझ रहे हो? चाइल्ड मैरिज का मतलब ये है कि भाई 7 7 8 8 साल के बच्चों की शादी करा देते थे वो लोग. अब एटलीस्ट वो तो नहीं हो रहा है जितना आई हैव बीन अवेयर ऑफ. बताइए शौर्य.
Ma'am, as per right now, child marriage is still a significant social issue occurring in India. Yes, ma'am. As per India's laws.
तुम्हारी शादी की बात तो नहीं चल रही है?
Ma'am, child marriage, ma'am.
चाइल्ड
हाँ,
मैरिज कहाँ हुई?
woman illiteracy.
Illiteracy, right? Women illiteracy, not in the major areas, but we can say that yeah, in the outskirts maybe. और एक कुछ ऐसे इश्यूज ना जो बहुत ज्यादा प्रेवलेंट है, मतलब जो आपको दिख रहा है कि सब जगह ही हो रहे हैं. व्हाट आर दोज इश्यूज?
The relatives asking for the marks. AQI.
कैसे सोशल इशू है? क्या बात है?
Ma'am, the income equality inequality.
Very good. Economic inequality is still there. It is, even though it's increasing day by day. The gap between Hindus and the gap between rich and poor is increasing day by day. Or differences or no, gender inequality is still there. मतलब भले ही हम कितना भी आगे आ गए हों, कितना भी कुछ कर गए हों, भले ही लड़कियां चांद पे चली गई हों, बट अभी भी हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि जेंडर इनइक्वालिटी कंप्लीटली खत्म हो गई है.
Ma'am,
एम आई
different
करेक्ट?
religions fighting with themselves.
रिलीजियस इनइक्वालिटीज आर आल्सो देयर. और बताओ.
So religious inequality is increasing day by day. By
It's also increasing day by day. So now my point is, if you were supposed to be a social reformer, right? If you have to step in as a social reformer, what actions would you take? What you will do to end the problems you find prevalent in the society today? उनको
ma'am,
end
first
करने
we
के
will
लिए.
eradicate the government.
फर्स्ट eradicate the गवर्नमेंट चेंज करना चाहते हो? बीजेपी
Yes, ma'am.
वाले घर आ
Communism is
जाएंगे,
bad.
भव्या ऐसी
The
बातें करते हैं.
BJP party.
क्या?
Yes, ma'am. He's right.
The
Communism
BJP
is bad.
party agenda and everything.
ऐसे बोलोगे घर आके उठा लेंगे वो लोग. ऐसी बातें मत करो, मेरे साथ तो बिल्कुल मत करो, मुझे भी ले जाएंगे. ठीक है. सो क्या क्या करोगे बताओ. व्हाट कैन यू डू? व्हाट एफर्ट्स यू कैन डू? जैसे कि पीपल हैव बिकम वेरी रिलीजियस इंटॉलरेंस दीस डेज, जो कि सही नहीं है ना? और जैसे अभी हम बात कर रहे थे बांग्लादेश में, वॉट एवर इज हैपनिंग टू इंडियंस इन बांग्लादेश इज completely wrong, very inhuman, and it should not happen at all. But are we doing some kind of the same things in our nation as well? बांग्लादेश में जो माइनॉरिटीज है उनके साथ बहुत गलत हो रहा है. बहुत गलत हो रहा है. माइनॉरिटीज कौन है बांग्लादेश में? हिंदूज, राइट? देयर आर माइनॉरिटी. क्या हम भी अपने देश में माइनॉरिटीज के साथ कुछ गलत कर रहे हैं? हाँ ना? कुछ तो बोलो. क्या कुछ गलत हो रहा है यहाँ पे? इस
क्रिसमस बंद करवा दे रहे हैं.
दिस इज नॉट राइट. दिस इज नॉट इंडिया, राइट? सो ये सब चीजें नहीं होनी चाहिए. इफ वी एक्सपेक्ट आर इंडियंस और हिंदूज टू बी इन पर्टिकुलर टू बी treated equally in other parts of the world, then we need to treat people nicely in our area, in our world, in on our land. अगर हम ही सही से नहीं लोगों को treat कर पाए, then how can we expect others to treat our people nicely, right? Okay. So
But we forgot a thing.
what thing?
India is not for beginners.
Very funny. राइट. जैसे कि अभी भी हम लोग जब जेंडर इक्वालिटी का चैप्टर पढ़ा था क्लास 7 में, तो हम बात करते हैं कि आज भी कुछ ऐसे एरियाज हैं जहाँ पे विमेन आर नॉट गेटिंग इक्वली पेड, विमेन आर नॉट गेटिंग इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटीज, राइट? सो ये सब चीजें खत्म होनी चाहिए. कैसे होंगी? हाउ व्हाट आर द, लाइक दिस इज योर होमवर्क, यू हैव टू कम टुमारो with some ideas. Just think of yourself as a social reformer, right? What would you do to eradicate the problems? Just find out the problems you can see in the society today. क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आपको सोसाइटी में आजकल दिख रही हैं, एंड वो जो प्रॉब्लम्स है आप उनके लिए कैसे, हाउ वुड यू रेज योर वॉइस अगेंस्ट देम? क्या कर सकते हो? कैसे चेंज ला सकते हो? हाउ कुड यू मेक अ बेटर चेंज द सोसाइटी? जैसे कि हमने पढ़ा कि भाई दे हैव एडवोकेटेड द कॉज ऑफ गर्ल एजुकेशन, उसके लिए भाई स्कूल्स खोल दिए या रैलीज की या लोगों को एजुकेट किया. सो इफ यू वुड बिकम अ सोशल रिफॉर्मर, व्हाट वुड यू डू? क्या चीजें हैं जो तुम खत्म करवाना चाहोगे? जैसे हम लोग पर्दा सिस्टम पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, पर्दा सिस्टम के एडवोकेट तो लोग कब से कर रहे थे, बट पर्दा सिस्टम एंड अब आके हुआ है. राइट. 3 तलाक का पर्दा सिस्टम अब आके एंड हुआ. पहले हो गया था 3 तलाक. हम कहते हैं ना कि भाई पॉलीगैमी शुड बी अवॉइडेड एंड ओनली मोनोगैमी शुड बी देयर. तो वो अब काफी हद तक है, बट हमारी सोसाइटी में आज भी काफी लोग पॉलीगैमी करके भी घूम रहे हैं और बड़े रीलर्स बनते जा रहे हैं वो. तो आई डोंट नो विच काइंड ऑफ सोसाइटी वी आर कमिंग इन. आर वी सपोर्टिंग दीज थिंग्स? These things should be supported. Are they to be promoted? Are they to be celebrated? Right? So these are some of the questions. Like just think critically about everything कि क्या क्या सोसाइटी में हो रहा है, क्या क्या evils अभी भी हैं, उन्हें कैसे कम किया जा सकता है. तुमने बहुत बेसिक evils बताए. और सोचो और भी कुछ दिक्कतें हो सकती हैं सोसाइटी में. रिलीजियस भी हो सकती हैं, सोशल भी हो सकती हैं, इंटरनल भी हो सकती हैं. क्या है वो? थिंक थिंक थिंक. ठीक है, तो एक कल.
Like
हाँ, बताओ.
like when East India Company came and Britain started ruling us, they established like for our religious, they established that widows can remarry. We can start that also, I guess.
वो तो डीमेरी कर ही रही है, अब सेम कैसे करोगे? अब तो अलाउड है विडोज के. अब तो विडोज के साथ वैसा ट्रीटमेंट नहीं हो रहा जैसा पहले. पहले तो बहुत ही इनह्यूमन ट्रीटमेंट होता था. तो वो उन्होंने किया, बहुत अच्छी बात है. आप ऐसा क्या चीज स्टार्ट करना चाहोगे, बताओ. आपको क्या लगता है कोई चीज गलत है, उसके अगेंस्ट एक नई पॉलिसी आनी चाहिए? व्हाट पॉलिसीज वुड यू लाइक टू प्रेजेंट इन द पार्लियामेंट? व्हाट हेल्प यू नीड फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट? जैसे जब राजा राम मोहन रॉय को सती प्रथा बैन करवानी थी, तो ही नीडेड सम हेल्प फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट एज वेल. कि उन्होंने तो अपना कॉज को रेज किया. उस कॉज को एक्चुअल में बैन किसने करवाया था? ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने तो करवाया था. उसको पनिशेबल ऑफेंस उन्होंने ही बनाया था. जैसे कि विमेन सेफ्टी. आज के टाइम में जो एक इशू आप ले सकते हो, विमेन इक्वालिटी से ज्यादा क्या बड़ा बड़ा इशू है? विमेन सेफ्टी. isn't it? Right. Not only at outside the house, inside the house, in workplaces. है ना? अब इस सेफ्टी को अगर ध्यान रखना है, तो इस सेफ्टी को हम, बहुत सारी बातें तो होती है इसके बारे में. जैसे आपको पता होगा, विमेन सेफ्टी के लिए ही अभी एक नया एक्ट आया था. कौन सा एक्ट है वो पता है आपको? पॉक्सो एक्ट का नाम सुना है आपने?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
यशवंत मिश्रा.
कौन सा फॉक्स हो क्या?
POCSO, पॉक्सो.
हाँ.
सो दिस वाज देयर, मतलब फॉर विमेन एंड चिल्ड्रन. राइट. ये बच्चों के लिए, औरतों के लिए अगर कहीं इनके साथ इल ट्रीटमेंट होता है, कुछ भी होता है, अगर इसके अंडर आपको कोई पनिशमेंट मिल गई, देन यू इट इसके अंदर आपको 6 महीने की जेल होती है, वो भी विदाउट बेल. अगर आपके पॉक्सो एक्ट के अगेंस्ट आप अंडर आपको कभी जेल में डाला गया, तो आप 6 महीने तक बेल आउट भी नहीं हो सकते. ठीक है. और एक क्या हमें दिख रहा है हमें साइड में, एक तो हमने विमेन सेफ्टी की बात करी, उसके लिए हमें कुछ ना कुछ इशू सोचना चाहिए. वन आई फील, freedom of speech is somewhere dying in the society. Secularism is dying in the society. Fraternity is dying in the society. So these are the things that you need to re-emphasize on. Tell the people again about. People are forgetting that India is ruled by constitution. People are forgetting that India is a unity, is a country of diversity. So these are some also social issues, national issues हैं ये तो हमारे. तो वी नीड टू वर्क ऑन देम एज वेल. जैसे लोग लैंग्वेजेस के बेस पे लग रहे हैं, लड़ रहे हैं. मराठा में, भाई महाराष्ट्र में आपने मराठी नहीं बोली तो आपको मार दे रहे हैं लोग. सो दिस इज रॉन्ग. दे नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. भाई अगर हमें ऐसा ही करना था, तो फिर हम हिंदी को ही नेशनल लैंग्वेज बना देते. क्यों नहीं बनाया हमने? बिकॉज वी वांटेड टू रिस्पेक्ट ईच एंड एवरी लैंग्वेज. है ना? तो ये सब चीजें ऐसी हैं जो भी बहुत ज्यादा क्रिटिकल इश्यूज चल रहे हैं हमारी सोसाइटी में. So today's homework for you people is this only, that you need to think about these issues and tell me, if you will become a social reformer tomorrow, what changes would you like to bring into society and how would you like to bring those changes? ठीक है? समझ में आ गया? चलो अब एक्सरसाइजेस कर लें फटाफट से. Chalo Yashmit, read the exercises.
Objective type questions. Fill in the blanks. Dash represented India at the World Parliament of Religions held at Chicago in 1893. Swami
Swami.
Vivek.
Raise your hands if you know the answer. First answer is Swami Vivekanand.
Dash started the MAO college at Aligarh.
Yes, Rena.
Ma'am, Sayyid Ahmed Khan.
Sayyid Ahmed Khan, absolutely correct.
The Prarthana Samaj was founded by Dash and Dash.
बताइए, raise your hands if you know the answer. रिनाता जी, आंसर बताइए. रिनाता सी बोलूंगी, रिनाता जी की जगह. यस रिद्धि.
मैम एक नाम पता है.
बताओ.
अथवा
Your voice is breaking, I can't hear you. Yes, Rena.
R.G. Bhandarkar and Mahadev Govind Ranade.
Absolutely correct. R.G. Bhandarkar and Mahadev Govind Ranade. Next question, Yashmi.
Among the six, the reform movement was started by Dash.
Yes, Samarth.
Sir Syed Ahmad Khan.
What?
Sir
Question?
Syed
Question
Khan,
पढ़ो.
ma'am.
Question पढ़ो. Yes, Riddhi.
Ma'am, among the six, the reform movement was started by.
Among the six, the reform movement was started by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan.
Singh Sabhas.
Yes, and more.
मैम सिंह सभास।
सिंह सभास. बेटा सिक्स की बात करें तो सैयद अहमद खान कहाँ से आ गए? इतनी भी इक्वालिटी नहीं रखनी है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन.
Gulamgiri was written by Dash.
Gulamgiri was written by Dash. Yes, Sarthak.
हम ज्योतिबा